How do you feel about our Airbnb?
It was very rocky at first. The air conditioner did not work and the elevator was broken. 6 flights of stairs. Luckily on Monday, the guy comes and was like, he's like, get out of my face. Like the elevator worked and it literally worked as soon as I walked in. Hey Cynthia, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to run into you. This is a Web3 OG.
Thank you. So my name is Cynthia Bahati Gentry and I've been in Web3, as you said, for a while. I also work with my family and we do marketing, Discord management, and right now I'm building a game as well.
P2E?
Yeah. So kind of a little bit what you were saying. I don't know, I feel like we do, because when we do marketing, you're like working with projects from the day they like start.
Right, and you work with Boss Beauties from the ground up. World Women in Weapons.
Yes.
You got your mom airdropped me the Women in Weapons because I was like on like kind of like the ambassador marketing team.
Yeah.
So this is like an OG. Like, what's your favorite like NFT community right now? Since
honestly,
in the bear market,
we started doing NFT collections, as you know, you were there. But recently we've been getting into DeFi and like blockchain projects. So one of our clients now is Miston Labs, and they're building a new layer 1.
Okay. Are they on Ethereum or?
It's a whole new blockchain that they're building.
Wow.
And the thing that's interesting about them is that they like were the lead engineers at Facebook when Facebook was trying to make a blockchain. So their language is so like robust and really like desirable at the moment. Anyways, long story short, it's a lot going on there, so it's just like an exciting kind of different energy to be in, you know?
Yes, and we're in Paris, so why not?
Yeah.
I see you in Miami and Denver.
I know, we ran into each other
like
in Miami.
maybe, I don't know if you were in Amsterdam, but it's really good to see somebody that looks like us, and like this is what it's about. So we're going to be having more of your stories on the Violetverse.
Thank you. I love you, and the work that you're doing, amplifying Black women in this space, like you are.
Oh my gosh, and you're doing the work. We're the builders, right? All right. All right. She's gonna owe us like a whole dinner.
Do you think it's a problem? And there's kind of. Also, there's not a single female mentor, not a single female person to ask questions. It's all men. Yeah. And like we were upstairs yesterday. We just come down and there's really like one other woman, I think. Yeah. It's very sad.
For most of the time of the past 4.5 years, I was just learning and doing crypto stuff on my own. Then because I started reaching out to people in the space, I went to Solana Breakpoint with my own money, went to a hacker house. It was worth it because one of the people that I met there and kept contact with is actually my boss now and recruited me for Hubble Protocol.
Okay, well, welcome to the Solana Hacker House. Yes. What do you think about the Web3 and Solana Hacker House so far?
I think it's a great opportunity to know new people. I like the ambience. It's a cool climate. I like how seeing people work and everything like that. I love it so far.
So I was studying marketing. I'm still working in marketing as well. I'm trying to build an MPS. I've studied in my courses in university. I've studied finance and all the stuff. So I guess it will be easier for me to just exploit what I've studied before. So that's why I'm here, to see how I can build my network.
DeFi is the key to decentralization and the key to also different networks across the world. So I'm sure you'll find whatever you're searching for, especially on Solana.
Thank you very much.
My name is Abna. I'm a research and analyst, and what I love about this space is I feel welcome. It feels like home, meeting friends. It's inclusive. It's people with positive energy, and I feel like I can bring my expertise, and together we can push this amazing mission forward. I'm here in Paris for ECC. It's overwhelming, to be honest. So many people, so many talks, so many workshops, it's nice. I live in Zurich, I just came back from New York. and where I participated in a hackathon, and now here in Paris it's nice to see other people again. But other than that, I really enjoy coming back, meeting people, learning more, exchanging ideas, and find collaboration so we can further grow this ecosystem. I plan to hack at ECC from Friday to Sunday. Do you mean the hackathon in New York?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was there. I did the data science visualization part. I teamed up with people that I've never met before, but it was really fun. We even won prizes, and that keeps me pushing. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
How did you hear about this event for developers?
Through Mel, she sent me an invitation. I know her from Denver, and we've met in Amsterdam, New York, and that's why she said, yeah.
You know her, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love this system, this ecosystem, because you meet people that you vibe, and then wherever city or event you go, you meet them. It's like your brothers and sisters, far like on the road. Yeah. Feels like family to me.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And what kind of advice would you give to somebody who's like just starting into the space?
Be curious, be open, go out your way, ask questions, and don't be scared. You will never know everything, but we're all here learning. Everybody's willing to support and help you, and I think it's just being open enough to enable yourself to be on the ride. It's gonna be fun, but can be challenging from outside. But trust me, you will love it. Tag me later.
Awesome.
Really, I feel like a fish. I'm just swimming around, talking to people, having a good time. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Cool. What projects are you excited to see in Web3 right now, or like a specific project?
Well, definitely like startup projects. I'm really excited on the idea of having players, playing games that are fun and getting ownership of the assets in the games. So, in general, I'm really bullish on the whole space, like Ethereum, Solana, all the blockchains, just decentralizing power systems back to the users further.
Yeah.
So automating out from the middle out. It's like instead of automating truckers, we're automating bankers, in a general sense. So it's like we're automating the actual power systems, and it makes it trustless. And there's many reasons it compounds very quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for the next 20 years in general, like macro. But then next year or so, just good games being released that actually are fun to play and easy to play. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you. And how can anybody get in touch with you? Are you on Twitter or Telegram?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm Andy.eth. I'm not too hard to find.
Cool.
Yeah.
Andy.eth.
I'm
Wow, that's a good
Andy.eth.
one.
Yeah.
You got it.
I'm really looking forward, to sharpen that knife. I think it's one of the most important in life. Personally, right now, I'm working on a project that's called Proof of Less. It's we're trying to incentivize people to live a more sober way of life and lean towards minimalism in the face of climate change using Web3 incentives. So the idea is we publish challenges around habits that are not super good for society and the environment. So for example, tweeting too much or shit posting. And the idea is you go on the website, you put some stable coin inside a vault, other people do the same, and you commit to tweeting less for a month. At the end of the challenge, we look the stats on the API, and if you tweeted less, you get your stake back. If you tweeted more, you lose it. And the ones who actually did it, get the stakes of the others. And I was actually looking for people who are tweeting a lot, or if you know people corresponding to that description. I'm trying to, it's not launched yet, and we are trying to find these people. So if you happen to know someone like that, you can tweet at or write to @proofofless on Twitter, and we distribute donuts because it's like the visual gateway to the project for the donut economy. I don't know if you guys are familiar to it. I have one here. I can leave one on the table and you can check it out. But anyway, very cool endeavor, and I think it's a really cool collective. I don't know if it's a DAO yet. I don't know if you said that, or if it's gonna be a DAO or not. But I like that writers getting together to tell stories. I think it's awesome. Congrats.
Well, thank you so much for sharing.
I'm Susanna. I'm from Boston. I live in Germany, Leipzig. I love that Web3 is moving more towards this inclusive space of actually including people who aren't just necessarily programmers or intuitively tech oriented, I guess. I just love all of the kind of gate opening that's starting to happen with Web3. I feel like people like me who are cooks can enter this space.
You come from the culinary space, right?
Yeah.
And it's a big change, right?
Yeah.
What brought you over? Like what?
I was in anthropology and I was writing papers about kitchen cultures and food and realizing that like wasn't necessarily helping anybody with this and thinking like maybe there's something better I could be doing and wanted to enter more of a food tech space and I'm learning how to code and be a front-end developer so that hopefully I can pay women for their food knowledge.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Process when you're awake. It's only when you're in the sleeping state that the brain waves are in a way where they're actually forming and making sense of the new knowledge that you just took in.
Yeah. No, I sleep a lot when I'm like reading blockchain documentation because I work for a Web3 infrastructure tooling. So it's like literally like
writing something.
Yeah.
You read the same paragraph over
over and over and over. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like going now. I have like blockchain naps, I call them.
To create something that recognizes the curatorial value that readers bring to the network. So that's what T2 does. And the name, actually T2 comes from Times Squared, which is recognizing the consensus that's formed when time is multiplied by time. So all of us here being in the same space and sharing our time together shows that there is value in this conversation. And we want to recognize the creation of that value and the curation of that value. So that's what T2 is.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
What's your name?
My name's Bao.
Wow, that's cool.
It's great to meet you. I came into Web3 in 2017 after learning about Bitcoin and studying economics in college. Really what got me into crypto was learning about central banks and monetary policy. I contributed to a project called Native that was focused on giving communities the tools they needed to launch their own currencies and then also give them basically or set them up with governance. But that was way too early, so I had to instead kind of go a roundabout way and learned a lot more about the tooling that was actually available at the time. So it took some years of development and actually community development. I lived in Denver, Colorado, and still live there. I was helping organize local events there, and then ended up interacting with the Metacartel community that got me a lot more experience with actual communities building tooling in the space and applications. After learning about that product, I ended up getting involved in a community called Raid Guild. So it's a Web3 development and design studio, and we basically build products for different clients in the Web3 ecosystem. So anything from websites to actual DeFi protocols. To like Web3 authentication or kind of like single sign-on for your MetaMask wallet. So I got involved there, and then after about 6 months of contributing there, I started contributing at DAO House. Really, I think like Web3 is the kind of it's what underpins the future of how humans are going to organize and coordinate. And really, it starts with things like reputation protocols, being able to assign identity to a public key, which is associated with a real human. Yeah, just really better ways to like socially orient ourselves and gather around shared values and purpose and start to build communities from the ground up. And I'm so excited to like see this go. So you can actually scan that QR code and that will give you my Telegram. And you guys can reach out to me any time of the day, 24 hours. Crypto never sleeps. So I'm just a message away.
All right, thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.